mind. I don't wanna be on the ground when the time flies. Had so many friends go, I wonder when it's my time. I live every day like I'll die by the nighttime. It took me so long getting back to my right mind. 5 days straight, no rest, oh well. Don't need no scale. I've been on my, I don't need no help. Always getting money, rains, no sleep. Every day I work my thumb. I don't get to take off. A hater get off. I'm ready like lift off. I never been nowhere, but I'm ready to stay gone. Nothing ever lasts long. I'm always
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is the
On 4th down, here comes the Steeler punter Jordan Berry to kick it away. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. This is fielded at the 7. That's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 13. Allen now looks to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Looking for a cutback lane, but nothing there as he's met at the line of scrimmage. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
Now Allen on 3rd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo 1st down. On 1st down, Allen throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. Cole Beasley the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's when he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. You and I have talked about it before, but what about the year this guy's had on the ground? You come in as a rookie and in the discussion as MVP.
And people have always told me, running back, one of the easiest positions to break in, but not to this level. If you're talking MVP, that means he's had a...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Stephon Tuitt able to shake free and get home for the sack.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, he'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Give him 6 on the screen, but now it's 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
To the air, Allen. He finds his target, John Brown. And that is incomplete.
Get him, boys! Get him, boys! Watch that. Watch the road. Watch the light. He's coming.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. We should mention, to go along with a great game he had last week, he was rightfully named AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
And he shares that with his offensive line, the tight end, his fullback. He's looking for more and more of that in this game.
And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32.
Some of these play calls, I think they're a little conservative, but you know me, because it's easy to sit up in this booth, right, and make all the calls and think I'm going to be correct. But I would like to see them open things up, because otherwise this defense is going to gang up on the run and shut them down.
Man open, that's Robert Foster complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. As far as undrafted players go, Philip Lindsay took most of the headlines a season ago. But remember, Robert Foster was undrafted out of Alabama as well, signed with the Bills in May of 2018 and had a pretty good year. 27 catches, 541 yards. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there. So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this one complete to Smith.
Holding offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpire's got different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Now they try the right side here. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards. This is a very impressive drive, especially when you consider where they started from to now be set up 1st and goal.
Yeah, and some nice running right there. That's what got them the first down. But at this point, I suggest open up your playbook. You can call just about what you want.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You know, Charles, season winding down, time to maybe look ahead to the offseason. What do you see these guys going after, either in the draft or free agency?
Well, with the season that they're having, just about every position is up for grabs right now. No one is really safe, but the focal point's always the quarterback position. And he may be auditioning to try and stay with his own current team. I think he's auditioning for the rest of the league to try and find a spot because I think this team is looking for a new quarterback.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw, it's Allen. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they had incompletions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
And they will rally and stop him short of the first down. They get him to the ground at the 26. Now the Steelers.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad. There's more coming.
They'll start the 3rd quarter here on the ground. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
Throwing now is Allen. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And his guys are going to take over.
Let's go! 555! All day, dog.
A quick throw here out to Brown. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll get this one across midfield and down into Steeler territory. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard. Here to his running back. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield.
319.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll have a first down past the 40. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year, as his guys are back within a single score. Not a whole lot to read. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he's on to punt for Pittsburgh.
Let's go, let's go, let's go, guys.
And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And it's right about this time of year you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
And I think for most teams, the obvious is to try and be the number 1 or number 2 seed. But when you look at it across the league and throughout the history of trying to get to the Super Bowl, the teams you really fear are the ones that get hot and sometimes sneak in at a 5 or a 6 seed, because we've seen those teams actually get to the Super Bowl and occasionally win it.
Yeah, you think of the Giants a couple of times. Steelers have done it. You're right. It has happened and will happen more in the future, I'm sure. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And a give this time to the tailback. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done.
Round 80!
And he'll give it here to his running back. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Now they try the right side here, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. He gets it to Brown, complete. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right.
And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great effort there. With his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the 2nd most in a single year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Here's Jordan Berry now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away.
We got this.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
15 yards that time, and a Buffalo 1st. 1st down now, but that clock rolling.
Watch out.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. A good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the juke. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get it out to midfield. They'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 4 yards the pickup, first down. First down now, but the clock continues to move. Now Allen trying to lob it in there, but it's incomplete. That one was intended for John Brown, and that'll bring up second down. From midfield, here's Allen, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack. Well, you don't usually get a sack from a nose tackle spot, but we got one there.
No, we don't, and a lot of the times in passing situations, they end up off the field anyway. So how happy was he to work his way back to the quarterback and put him on the ground? He's going to end up with a nickname after something like that, some Big Jelly or something like that.
And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. First down, and they're going to throw it Allen. And he finds Beasley, complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 12 yards that time, and a Bills first down. Allen now 8 of 17 so far, so under 50%, but he's got it first and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Fighting his way through contact. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality of a play caller, doesn't it? Once they cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to him.
And now this first drive in OT continues. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. Now they try the right side here. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. No gain on the play there, second down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. 3rd and 8 situation. A tough spot here in overtime on the opening drive. Now a handoff looking right. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters what you wanted, but how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Bills, their battle to finish 500 gets a slight lift as they move to 6-8 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Pittsburgh, it'll be loss number 6 on the season for them. And they'll try and turn things around next week.